One more announcement here that you just can't miss. I'm going to be speaking at the Wealth 365 Summit. You can see 60 top name market pros in 6 days. These are a lot of the big names that you know. I'm going to present October 11th at 10 a.m. on riding the big impulses for greater profits. Plus, the biggest issues that prevent consistently successful trading. I'm going to go into a lot of that psychological stuff and important things about how you do your analysis. Do not miss this. It's free. That special offer is at the end of presentation that you're going to see that announces the new day trader service, and you're going to just be mind-boggled. It's mind-boggling, really, what that is like for short-term traders. Plus, we're going to give away a cycle analysis workshop. Sign up at the top of the askSlim.com front page. This is the front page right there, and you can see on the right side, Slim Speaks, and the Learn More button. Click on that, and you'll be able to sign up. And also, don't miss the opportunity on the left side to see the information on our Level 4 trial, of which we're in the final 3 days right now. So please do go to the website and get your information right here, and sign up to see me speak on Wednesday, October 11th, at 10 a.m. and you're going to love my presentation, especially if you're a short-term trader. This is some special short-term analysis maybe you've never seen before. We're going to look at 48 top weights and high flyers in minutes. This is level 4 studies using the slim ribbon PO and the option bias indicator. And I think you're going to find this really interesting. I use the first chart just to give you an example of what we're looking at here. This is the slim ribbon that you see right in here, and it's an area chart, which then gives you a real good look at when something is in positive, negative, or neutral momentum, green being positive, red being negative, and that purple right over there being neutral. Also, we're looking at the slim ribbon PO, which is colored the same on the bottom, but that gives you resumption signals, as you can see, when it's positive right there, or when it's negative, as you see right over here. And on the bottom is the option bias indicator. This is a very unusual indicator because what it does is it tells you when something is positive and when you should bias on the long side, when it is slightly positive but slightly overbought, as you can see, or negative and slightly oversold. Also, there's an orange dot that shows up when it's very oversold and a reversal is pending. Now, looking here at Apple, what you can see is that it is negative clearly. Slightly oversold over here and potentially could bounce, and often the slim ribbon is support or resistance. So we would expect, as you see right over here, as it got into the slim ribbon and rejected, it could do that again. So maybe it bounces up here to about 173 to 175. And then begins to move down again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire through 48 total stocks in this category of high flyers and mega caps and heavily weighted stocks, and you will be able to see this analysis. And I'll go through it very, very quickly, as you will see, looking at all these stocks. Here is applied materials. You can see that that is negative, slightly oversold, really getting up to the slim ribbon. Maybe it gets up to 140, 141, and then begins to go down again. Next one is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, a similar situation, slightly oversold, already bouncing into the slim ribbon. Maybe it gets slightly higher than that, but it is likely to move down again, and I would expect that we would see a red downside arrow over here pretty quickly, telling us it's ready to resume on the downside. Here's AMZN. Look at this stock, bullish, giving you bullish readings on the option bias indicator, and also on the slim ribbon PO, giving you those upside resumptions. This is not a stock that you would want to be short. That's AMZN. Amazon, well, that was super positive. Look at that slim ribbon PO giving you these warnings of upside resumptions, and the option bias study saying keep your options biased to the long side. Well, that was till right over here, and now it has turned negative. We could get a bounce up into here into about 130 potentially, but then it is likely to roll over after that, maybe as high as 133, but that is a negative stock. Here is Broadcom. You could see that is negative and likely to give you another negative signal very soon. Boeing, super negative. Now look at these orange dots over here. This is very oversold, likely to give you a bounce, maybe up to 198 to 200. And look over here what happened when you got these extreme overbought condition signals. That gave you the top in the market right over there. So that is an excellent indicator. Next is BABA, Alibaba, clearly negative. You could see it failing in the slim ribbon right over there, and getting negative readings everywhere. Note the slim ribbon. Note the option bias indicator giving you that top warning right at the top and the bottom warning right at the bottom over there. So an excellent indicator that you have there. Here is Baidu, negative, giving you downside resumption signal. Maybe it gets up to 134, 135, but then back to the downside. Caterpillar now turning negative after it was positive for quite a while, and giving you a warning it is likely to move back to the downside pretty soon. Look at Costco. Super positive, upside resumptions on the slim ribbon PO, positive momentum, and making a new high in there. Imagine that in this market now. That is a very positive stock, and you got to wonder why anybody would be short this one right now. Here is CRM, Salesforce, negative as you can see, slightly oversold, probably going to bounce to about 206, 209, and then back to the downside. CVX, look at that. You know the energies are very strong. Look at those positive signals and look at the option bias indicator as it gives you this signal that it is likely to give you a short-term reversal to the downside. Notice how it gave you the bottom warning right over there. Absolutely perfect. Here is Deere, that is slightly oversold, likely to give you a bounce to 390 to about 397 and then back to the downside. Here is Disney, looking negative. And look at that OBI on the bottom, just telling you to stay on the short side through those periods. Likely to bounce here maybe to about 81, 82, and then down again. FCX, that turned up in here after being negative. Look at that slim ribbon PO. That's likely to give you a reversal to the downside pretty soon. Maybe this stalls somewhere around 38 in Freeport. Here is Federal Express. Look at this. This is a positive look to a stock. It's neutral here on the OBI. It's actually yellow, as you can see right over there. And this turned green, turning up, and this is positive. So this is not a stock you would choose to be a seller of. First Solar, negative, likely to give you a downside resumption pretty soon. Maybe it gets to 167, 168, right in that area. Google, you can see there, that one has turned negative, likely to give you a downside resumption. Just take a look at those readings on the OBI as it was giving you that positive there most of the way across and telling you to put your option positions to the long side through that whole period. Now it is neutral right over here, and this is likely to turn down again, getting back up to the slim ribbon, maybe 132 to 133, and then down again. Here is the Goldman Sachs. This looks negative to us also. Neutral on the OBI, negative on the slim ribbon and slim ribbon PO. Maybe it gets up to 328 to 330 and then down again. Home Depot, you can see the story there. That is negative, potentially bouncing to 308 to 310 and then down again. JP Morgan, this one negative, looking like it should fail from very near here, maybe 148, 149, and then down again. Southwest Air, anything get clearer than that? Look at the bottom, see the OBI, see those orange dots? That says extremely oversold. Maybe it gets a bounce to 28 and then down again. LVS, that looks pretty sick. Look at those red arrows telling you on the slim ribbon PO to the downside through that whole period. Great readings there. It is slightly oversold, likely to get further bounce. Maybe we see 47 to 48 and then down again. McDonald's looking extremely weak, though it is very oversold. See this extreme oversold, says a resumption, says a rebound, to the upside. Maybe you get to 169, 170 and then down again. Meta, this is looking strong. I don't really like this stock or the company, but certainly their hopes on AI is keeping the bid in there. We'll rate this one really around neutral. I don't see a trade. Morgan Stanley, like Goldman Sachs, looking negative, maybe bounce to 84 and then down again. Microsoft turning negative with the other high flyer mega caps, potentially bound to about 120 and then down again. Micron, this one just turning negative, as you can see, turning negative right over here, turned from positive to neutral right here, and then just turning negative right over there. So this one just developing into a negative stock. Newmont getting hit again. It was turned to positive, but now with the gold market doing pretty poorly, it has turned now again back to the negative side. I don't really see anything in here of significance in there. Netflix, clear as not. Look at this. This tells you a downside resumption. It resumed to the downside right in there. Maybe it can bounce up to 385, 390, somewhere in that area in a bounce, but then likely to be moving down again. We have gone through a big portion of the list, as you can see very quickly. Negative situation there in Nike. Maybe it gets to 91, 92. Oracle. This one getting ready to turn down. Oracle is right here. This one looking negative, as you can see. Maybe it gets to 108, 110. This is another metal, PAS, looking very sick right there. I don't see much of a trade at this level. Pepsi right there. Oops, we've got some cycle lines on there. This one looking negative and like it will try to rally, but then fail. PayPal, same situation like the other tech stocks. This one looks to us like maybe it gets to 59.60 and then down again. Starbucks, same situation, negative. Look at that OBI on the bottom. That looks pretty terrible when you look at that. And looking for a bounce potentially to 92, 93, and then down again. Square, this one similar, maybe gets to 47 to 49. And then down again. Note the option bias indicator here telling you it is extreme oversold, so we'll look for it to tick up into this area right there. Look what happened here when you got all those readings of extreme overbought, and that made a market top. So you can see on there. Here is a strong stock, T-Mobile, very clearly there. Not looking like you'd want to be short in that one. Here is Toll, definitely getting hit based on these higher mortgage rates and looking like maybe it could get up to about 75, 76 and then trouble. Tesla turning negative, as you can see right over there, and now probably getting up to somewhere in the slim ribbon right up here, maybe 250 to 253, and then trouble. United Airlines, there you can see, pretty sick looking. Look at the bottom, OBI, orange, telling you a bounce, maybe to 44, and then trouble. Uber is negative. It's gotten back to the slim ribbon. It seems like this is the place where it's going to struggle. Here is Visa negative, maybe back up to 235, 236, because you can see it is extreme oversold looking on the bottom, and that would be it on that. Walmart, this is a stock that's been looking good. The cycle patterns are good. It's neutral right over here to positive as you look at the OBI, and option bias indicator positive. And take a look at what Katie is going to teach you on this today, as she has a positive option trade to do in there. Here is Win, and that one's not looking great. This looks like a sell right around 92 to 94. And Exxon, the last one we're going to look at in here, very clear, very clearly, very overbought, as you can see. Look way over here where you got that overbought signal right at the top, that was pretty clear. And now it is overbought right over here. If there are liquidations still going to continue in the market and oil gets a pullback, then this stock is likely to give some ground, maybe pulling back into the slim ribbon, 117 down to about 115.5, and that would probably be a buying opportunity. Look what we just did. We just went through 48 stocks in minutes using these level 4 studies. Make sure you take advantage of our last 3 days of our level 4 special, and you'll be able to put these right on your own computer. That is short-term analysis on the 48 top weights and high flyers just in minutes. We only have 3 more days now to our level 4 special. Everything you get, everything that's on this chart, everything we do, level 4, 3, 2, and 1, including our new market condition monitor. $99 for the first month. Just click the Learn More button at the top of the website at askSlim.com, and you'll be able to see that. Don't forget to sign up for my presentation at the Wealth 365 Summit and see me and the other fantastic presenters at that summit for free.